welcome to Unbiased and On the Fence. I'm Shane. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And today we really have a treat. I have Dene from Eden's Linx here. Now, Dene, I've been following you for quite a while now. We've been following each other's work at least 5 years now. That you come into my awareness, and we talked a while back. But I think I'm just now ready to really wrap my head around all of this, just with what's been going on in my own life, and we'll get into some of this because I think it's important to realize how, with us all being on our individual journey here, our perceptions of whatever applies to our journey, and we'll see some connections with others and stuff, and we'll talk about that as well or whatever. But it's just the perfect timing and divine timing that you're here at this time now, and I think people are going to love you. So thank you for showing up here, Danae.
Oh, thank you, Shane. Thank you. I don't even know where to start to even try to explain what it is that we're doing here. At
But we can show the art, and you know, uh, you create this art. You're not an artist, but
No, I'm not.
but this is and this is kind of where it gets into how our loved ones from the other side are helping us, because it's really your dad that's helping you create this art.
Yes, absolutely. My dad passed away in 2014, and it took me a little bit of time. Well, a couple of years. Dad started coming through immediately, and one of the things that I don't know if you can say that slow, painful death of 5 years is what my dad had to endure. Um, but it gave us 5 years to really talk about life and about the other side and about the possibilities of expectation, all of those different things. And it finally came down to he and I were so close that I was like, okay, Dad, when you get to where you're going, I know you so well that I will be as open as I can possibly be, and you come through to me. And that's what started to happen. And I didn't believe it at first. So, you know, took me
That's
took
how
me
we all
quite
are.
right, and it was very conflicting for me because I lost my dad, but he was my best friend,
Right.
and that was just hard. You see, okay, you can feel it in my throat, and you can kind of maybe hear it and everything. It took me a long time. I'm years past this, but that is for me. That's when I know he's close.
Right.
And that's when the wrench goes into the monkey works in my brain and is like, he's gone. No, he's close. No, he's gone. No, he's close. So it starts feeling like that. And before you know it, I'm a ballin' mess because I'm so believing what I was told that he's gone. And this other part of me, all of my sensory devices going, what? Because one sense,
Right.
maybe two, you're going to throw all of them away.
Yeah.
And when I suspended into that, all of a sudden I could go, okay, I recognized my guides by this point in my life. I recognized different angelics within my realm at different times in my life. And this was definitely Dad. This was Dad. And he was 40 years a radio man in life here. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I think he's broadcasting, because it started showing up that the art was a little bit different. And then all of a sudden somebody was coming along and they're telling me a story, and I'm like, I got that in pictures this morning, and they're talking to me about a relative that had passed. Well, it's like my dad had gotten together with their dead relative and was like, hey, throw some color at Danae's head. She'll tell him. She can't not.
Right.
That's usually why I stay away and behind the camera, I guess, and not in front of it, and just let the videos kind of and the art kind of do it, because yeah, I seem to have spiritual Tourette's. It just kind of pops out at inappropriate times, and it's embarrassing for me and the people that I'm with. So
I get it. I totally get it. We should actually, I was just in my mind thinking, I need to put this on the screen so you can see it as well, and I'm not sure I know how to do that really quickly, but I think it'll be
okay,
helpful as we're looking through this art to be able
sure.
to, let me see how Google is set up here. Let's see,
Oh,
present now.
more than I know.
Oh, okay, hold on. I think we can do this here. Let's see. Yeah, I've got an idea here.
So basically, let me, while you're doing that, I'll just say about what it is in the process that it is that I go through.
Okay.
I've been led, prior to dad dying or anything, I had been working in energy work for a good, 15, almost 20 years. And I had always gotten signatures off of different things, almost like a mirage that would look like off of an energy spike mirage is the best way that I could describe it. It's just always kind of been that way. I just kind of thought that my eyes were off. And that's just how that was. Well, when I started doing the energy work, I realized that those different spikes were meaning different things. So I learned basically a different language. When that started happening through my phone and through my iPad, that was another interesting thing for me. And that's when I started following my inner guidance for that I had been getting all of those years until I would go, okay, I would manipulate a picture after I'd taken the picture. A picture would be like, okay, you just put that one up.
And this is
this is
actually the one we're going to go through today. Let me make sure
this
you
is the
guys
one
are
that we're
seeing
going to
it.
go through. So it's so you can kind of get an idea. So what the day that this one happened, it caught my attention because it was absolutely fascinating for me for whatever reason anyway. And then it did this mirage thing that I see or I feel.
Right.
Okay, I don't always physically see it. I'll feel it. And like you've said before, Sean, some things are so subtle.
Yeah.
You really have to know what you're paying attention to in order to pay attention to it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
Because yeah, my top five senses are loud. They are like a party in the house, 24/7. The instant that I can turn them down, I realize that there were all of these other things that were happening at the same time. You
right.
know, there was a neighbor's dog. You could hear a mower 3 blocks down the street. Very subtle, but that's how I started getting a honing on my own sensory device.
That's so
So,
important to know because it's those subtle things. It's like as the more and more the gifts come online, I've been noticing you still have to be paying attention. Things are subtle, but they are there. They are very
yes.
much there, and it's
Yeah,
like you just have to pay attention.
right. And so and I had in my past well, I had broken my neck, and so I spent a lot of time in a neck brace, yada yada yada. Well, after 5 years of healing back from that and everything, those subtle things were loud. They got real loud
Hmm.
because when you can only sit in one place and just be,
Hmm.
and no painkillers through the process, because I'm allergic to those. So finding a place without that pain and everything, yeah, that was the training ground for really being able to distinguish the subtleness of it.
Oh, okay. I totally see how that could be. Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's
so
the
I had
distractions that make it harder to tell, right?
exactly, exactly, so yeah, I couldn't get away from it. So I couldn't get away from it.
Right. But like you said, it was the perfect situation, even though it kind of sucked, right? It was the
Oh my gosh. I do not recommend that training ground for spirituality for anybody.
right.
I do not. No.
But even that
No.
author had that amazing book I was just telling everyone about, R.J. Spina, and it was the same thing. He was paralyzed. He had no choice. And sometimes we're put in these situations that are awful, but it's definitely training ground for something greater.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And so that's when I started really getting into the energy work, because the doctors, our beautiful doctors, um, they left me with 10 degrees of movement left and right, and that was it. So coming back from that, coming out of depression, that when you think somebody's going to fix you, ain't going to happen. It's an inside job. You can get helpers from the outside, but it really is an inside job. And my inside job was so mucky mire, I guess, that it took me a good 5 years to even climb out of that oubliette of self.
So this image that we're looking at here, you guys, this
It,
is what the art we're about to show you was
yeah,
created from. And we
right.
actually have a few steps to show you, but this is what you refer to as the template of the artwork that we're going to
This is
watch.
the original picture. So basically, I was just looking at something and I was like, is that just, wait a minute, I got to see who these silhouettes are. So I took a screenshot of it.
Mm-hmm.
When I took that screenshot of it, and I looked at it, it was later on that day that I was like, okay, I think I want to go and I really want to see a little bit more of what I'm being shown and what I'm feeling here, because I'll get the feeling, but I won't have the understanding. And that's usually when I go into a picture by myself. So this was the very first overlay. I got it to a point. I wanted it down to a certain size. That was the size. I shrunk it down. I threw a couple of different sticker masks over the top of it that I was guided to. And it's as simple as that. And that was, and all of that in the very next step, I go in and this is the template. And it is a matter of going between a couple of different apps and finding and being guided through inner guidance to that to make something like this that looks like absolutely nothing and won't turn into anything.
Right?
Uh,
But it
right.
does. Look at this.
And then we get the mirror. Mirrors are very big on this plane. That mirror effect, the beginning and the ends and different
Yeah.
things like that. So
Or the
when
Janus point, like Sherry was sharing in her last video.
exactly,
Yeah.
that is exactly where we're at. Exactly that
I'm
mirrored
getting
thing.
chills. I
And
love
yeah,
it.
so through the mirrorings and through the flips and the inner guidance, I end up getting an entire story. And one picture turns into one template and it tells one story. If I try to redo that picture, it won't tell a story. If I try to alter the template because I'm like, dang, that doesn't look like anything, it won't turn into it. As long as I leave it and I just go with the inner guidance the way that I am guided to do, and I don't throw myself into it, you
Yeah.
get the pictures.
And I do want to point out that that's exactly what happens. That's a perfect example of your left brain saying, like, oh, no, let me get in here. That it makes no sense. Let me get in there and fix it, right? And we do that all the
Right,
time. It's learning to turn that part of it off, right? And
right.
just go with the flow. And
Yeah, well, it's like I've said, biggest mistake I ever made was thinking that I made a mistake.
right, exactly. Because that's the left brain.
Yeah, that's why the mistakes feel so bad.
But I mean, from the left brain, all of this is a mistake. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Ex-
It's all
Trust me.
malfunctioning or something, right?
Uh-huh. Right. Okay, so when I'm looking at the pictures, this is like a game of charades. And I am in communication with my dad, with the angelics, and with Quetzalcoatl, I think.
Hmm.
I honestly think that that's the Kachina that you see here at a silhouette side view. He even stuck his nice little tongue out there for you.
Right.
Yeah, like you see on the statues and stuff. I don't know what the deal is with the tongue thing. I don't know Mayan lore. I don't know Quetzalcoatl, and I don't know much about Kachinas. This is everything I've learned on the backside of doing this. I've been taught through these pictures.
Let me see if I can zoom in on that part a little bit more.
You can see the meditating person in the middle
Yeah.
right there. And you can see that it's going to be going out in all different directions, what is coming in.
Wow.
Okay?
I love that. Gosh.
Yeah. So here we started off with a theater,
Hmm.
okay? Which I want to talk about that picture a little bit more, and we will. But we start off and we have this theater. And then I come in and you can see that this template turns into who I refer to as dude here, saying you want to watch a movie. I've got a heck of a story to show you. And that's exactly what you're looking at.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Now we're going to be going down our rabbit hole. And you can see the different things that are starting to unlock. So look at those little things like little heart locks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you can see that it's blue. So we know that there's, when we get into the colors, all of the colors mean something too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for me, I knew the different ways that my dad would use colors and sentences and references and stuff, but it was helpful too knowing the different chakras. So when we get blue, we're talking fifth chakra. We're talking about voice. We're talking about expression. We're talking about that. So hearts unlocking expression.
Ooh, I love that.
That's what I see in that picture. And you can see up at the top that you can see that there's little characters that are up there talking. I don't know.
Right up here?
Let me go up by the red.
Oh.
Almost looks like a horse or horse's face caricature.
Oops, let me pull this down a little bit so people.
Yeah, looks like, sounds like charades always is going to be at play.
Okay, so now we're looking right here.
Yep,
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be a horse, could be a cow, could be a holy cow. I don't know.
I love that though because I missed it because I felt like this was just repeating, but it doesn't. It changes right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you got the heart locks
absolutely.
And even over here, it's not the same. You know?
Nope.
That's amazing.
So it's quite the interesting thing.
Oh wow!
It was probably the holy cow.
Wow, this is really amazing. So it's almost like I can see two Buddha-looking figures facing each other, like you're above something, looking down on them.
Okay,
with the heart in the face.
If I had to turn that sideways, can you flip that?
You mean like
flip it sideways?
Let me see. Is this what this one
Because
does?
all of it comes into play. Perfect.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, holy cow is right.
Right.
Okay, so you see in like the forehead of the holy cow, like the clip of like a clipboard, go up to the forehead up top.
Right here?
Right there.
Right.
You see how it's kind of like a clipboard shape?
Yeah.
Okay. Anytime you see the clip, it means take note.
Okay.
Okay, so those are just some of the ways that I've learned to read this.
Right.
So when I see it, I'm like, okay, take note. What are we doing now? Because I never know.
Who's this little joker?
I never know what way the story's going to go.
That's a funny looking character there.
Right?
And what that would be like heart. Well, I guess that's heart and maybe it's kind of heart shaped, isn't it? It's almost like that lock that we were looking at.
It's almost like the Tin Man's heart.
Right.
We're going to come back to that because that's part of this.
Some Wizard of Oz references. I love that. And look at this. I love this. It's almost like an ankh with a flame.
Yep.
Up here. Yeah. Very beautiful. And these, I mean, you could spend, we have 40 or so to go through, so.
Oh, you can spend hours on one.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You could sit here and, I mean, and even after you feel like you've seen it all, now look, you could zoom in and totally look at all of this.
Look at all of it going on. Anybody else feel like that's all been holy cow?
Right.
Oh, let me just put this as a little side note because I don't really know what's going on with the rest of the world when I'm doing these.
Mm-hmm.
I find out stuff later. These came out the same morning prior to the train wreck.
Oh, okay.
In Ohio. Now zoom in again. Holy cow.
Right. Wow. Yeah, you can.
I never know what I'm going to get. I just know that I'm getting some stuff that is pretty deep.
And that's interesting that it's all, you know, fiery too in there too.
Oh, well, welcome to my reality.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Incoming.
I love it. Wow.
Yeah, Angel's got this. And you can see that there's like these little bombs that are locks on the in between in that dark, in that blue. Check out those little locks there that look like little bombs.
Look right in here.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
are those? Yeah. Uh huh. Something needs to come unlocked. So you
Interesting.
read these kind of like up, down, side to side. What's the main focus? What's on the in between? Where's the dark and light battle going on here?
Right. But it's all beautiful too.
Oh, it is. It absolutely.
This almost looks like it could be some kind of owl or something.
Oh, who? There you go. You see, so you're getting it. It can look like an owl. Okay, so you'd look up the totem, an owl. Look into everything that. See if anything bounces off the page that says, "Oh, yeah, this could be it," or you go like I just said. What does an owl sound like? It might be telling you who.
Right. And then you can
Links on
shift
the
it.
in between, and Papa Bear in the dark. You can see the bear figure, and you can see the Linx with the white. So I'm living it. He's watching it. Isn't that the way it is?
Now look at these angelic looking wings right here. Like even with the
Right?
little wisp at the bottom and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So look at that, like Papa Bear's nose and mouth, and the actual locks are the eyes. You
Right. Yep.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Totally. Yep.
Papa Bear on the in between, talking to the Linx. I'm in the white and all of the nice little brown. We know it's brown.
Right.
Anyway.
That is so cool. So it almost okay. So it's created completely random, like which I say that's where all the magic seems to happen, the seemingly random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But even to decipher it, you have to go into the right brain, the imagination, and
Yes.
allow that to come through, and whatever guidance comes with that as you're deciphering.
Absolutely. And I truly, honestly believe, Shane, that our eyes and our ability to see are as distinctive to us as our fingerprints.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I'm so grateful for you today to help me try to explain it a little bit and get more of your audience's eyes on it. Because as soon as we all start being not timid in saying what it is that we see, and knowing that there's no wrong
Right.
to it, oh my. I think that we could get 10 times the amount of story
See,
just
now I'm
by
seeing these
us.
two swans sort of facing each other here with the wings
Right.
back.
You see, so look up the swan, look
Right.
up these things. We're being told and we're being guided through the veil through this.
That's really cool because that's exactly how the Wingmakers describes it. You know, it's like it gets past anything that can be censored within this realm because
Right.
this is beyond AI figuring things out. You know, beyond an
Yeah.
algorithm.
Yeah. It doesn't understand art or humor. And we got a whole bunch of both.
And I love this whole. Well, let's see. What do you have to say about this section over here?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, hon.
Well, I just love the kaleidoscoping effect of it here, but
Okay, so you got your colliding scope. Every time they start to spin me down that, I know that we're about ready to vortex right into another angle of the story that they're wanting me to see.
okay.
Okay,
So that's almost how
so
it transitions, like you're portaling somewhere else, and we're
yep,
like a scene change.
yes,
That's
exactly.
very cool.
And family's not too happy on this one. I don't know if it's necessarily my family, but if you go up just a little bit, okay, look over in that in between. You see the Papa Bear face, but you see the like dog bone with the with the razor blade. And go up, 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 up. Yep, yep,
Oh,
yep. You're
this.
right on.
Okay.
Dog bone, razor blade, words.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to look at the negative space. Now I definitely see the dog bone.
Okay, so when I started seeing bones coming in, depending on where they were, I started to realize, oh, that's ancestral line.
Okay.
So somebody's family, okay, ancestral line, and we're talking if it's immediate family like those around you, you're going to see an elk or a deer you'll see antlers. That's your immediate pack family. Those will come through. But this is like bloodline. So we're talking about dark bloodline and we're talking about words. Watch the words of a dark bloodline.
I see.
The
Okay.
words are going to be sharp, cutting like a razor blade. So I know to be looking at that and going, okay, oh God, I hope you're not talking about my family. You're not talking about my family. And I'm like looking around for antlers. Nope, not my family.
That's awesome. So then it changes scenes, and wow, this is starting to look like churchy or
Right.
something.
Okay, so let's zoom into the green up top, the
Okay.
blue green.
All right.
Yep, you can see the
Oh.
Linx is there looking right at you from the top. You see the red coming in?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then this is this the eye and the eye here?
No, go up. A little out.
Oh, here and here.
There you go.
Oh,
See
okay.
the whole, you can see the hair and everything of the Linx coming through.
See, I love how this is because I can actually see a cat like here, these being the eyes, and this being sort of the snout, or the part that
Right?
sticks out, and this sort of being the under the snout and the little mouth. So
Yeah.
the whole cat theme still comes through in different ways and different perceptions. That's why I think it's great when people will chime in. I haven't even been checking the chat, but yeah, you guys can please chime in with anything you're seeing too, because I
Absolutely.
even see almost like if you think of it like a figure here sitting Indian style, these being the knees, and then the arms are upstretched,
You mean
right?
like Buddha?
Right, like Buddha,
Yeah. Oh, you
and
mean
this
that
being the
like
eyes
Buddha
and the
cap
face.
right there?
Yeah. With the glory around it,
You
it's
know it.
almost like a lotus flower, like sprouting out, So you can
Right.
almost see this whole lotus position even.
Right. And so what's it going after? It's attacking records. I can see that.
Hmm.
Look right underneath, go
In
down
this
right
area?
there. Right there. Okay, so you see the crisscross, you see the
Oh yeah,
tack,
yeah.
like you're playing jacks
Right.
attack,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
off to the side on both sides you see like the old cassette recorder.
Oh, cassette recorder.
There, you were just on it.
Oh,
No,
right
no.
here.
Yeah.
I
So it's
see.
attacking records is what's pissing somebody off.
Right.
That's what the bomb is about.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. Now you got to remember, this all came out of the original picture, and we should go back and maybe take a look at that original picture.
That is wild. Yeah, the one with we can't actually
Yeah. Let's go back. Yeah, here we go.
tell.
What we have there are the silhouettes of dead presidents. Well, one of them, a couple of them aren't dead. Okay, from left to right, we have George Washington,
Mm-hmm.
Ronald Reagan,
Okay.
Trump,
Right.
JFK Jr.,
Yeah. Oh,
Lincoln,
Lincoln. Yeah.
Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And Trump is looking over at JFK Jr.
Right.
Now, the Piper, zoom in if you can. The Piper, that's the plane that JFK Jr. went down in.
Oh, okay.
What those words say off to the side, it says 60 years in the making, enjoy the show. 60 years ago was the death of his father.
Okay.
60 years in the making, enjoy the show. And this is on page 4 and 5, mirrored in the
Yeah.
New George magazine.
That is just wild. So this is where for anybody hopping in late, the images we're looking at, the art we're looking at, was created from here, and you can kind of see the progression as we move through it, and it slowly gets more or less and less like the original image, and starts turning in, to all of this fantastic
Right.
art here. Oh, I guess that just rotated
And
back.
keep going.
Okay,
there.
here we are.
Okay, here we are. So now, when we zoomed in, we are getting a story. about records under attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, could that be the boxes that they found?
Oh, perhaps.
Oh, I wonder if they need a distraction from something.
There's a lot of that going on, isn't there?
In there. And now all of a sudden we have this arrow from down under. On under. You can see people that are looking in the dark behind the scenes. You can see them. Got red eyes. They're upset. Looks like chick's hair to me around that. Right underneath the arrow. Zoom out.
Is this the arrow here or?
That's the arrow.
Okay.
Now look at the red eyes. Right
Like here and
underneath
here.
it. Yep, both sides. And look
Yeah.
at the blondish, brownish hair that's coming off the top of it. That's why I say it looks like a chick's hair to me.
Right.
So, in any case, when you get all the way down to the bottom there and you pan out, to me, that looked like war drums.
Oh, these here?
Yeah, back it up. There
Yeah,
you go.
Okay, yeah. And this sort of reminds me of a crown, maybe.
Uh-huh. Well, what are they doing? They're pounding the heck out of that all over the place in the news.
And that
from what
could be like almost like an indicating of a pounding, you know what I mean?
Yep.
On the drum, yeah.
Yeah, because they're under attack from up top.
Very cool. Let me, I gotta zoom in to be able to look at the bottom,
What the?
but. Look at that. And even when it has a little variations, it changes it up, you know?
It
Changes
totally
it up.
changes it.
That is amazing. And I love when you pull back, you know, it's kind of got this churchy stained glass look about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's very
Well,
appealing.
you know, I think it's showing us what's going on. And, you know, I had heard a long time ago that what's happening on the in-between fades over into us.
Right.
And likewise, what we're doing here fades over into them. So, yeah.
Yeah. Melissa saying, I'd love to hear what everyone sees in these. Me too. You guys chime in here. And if you're watching this later, leave a comment below. Any kind of feelings
let
you've
us
got.
know, because that's really the point.
Yeah.
They want us to be watching everything out there, but I think we got a heck of a good show going on right here that we might be able to figure out. And if it gets to be to the point where we can actually read it well enough, can you imagine how cool it would be to report the news but actually be interactive in it?
Yeah.
Being able to see it and read it?
Okay, did you enhance this one?
Yeah, it just got lighter.
Okay.
It just boom, boom.
Let's see.
Left it up there so you could see a little bit more of what is going on.
Look at
on
these
the
details
there you got
can
it.
see now. Wow. Holy
Now you
cow.
see, okay? You can see the little mouse guy that's in there. Quiet like a mouse.
Let's see, where's the mouse guy at?
Go all the way to the top. Whoop, stop.
Oh,
See him?
right here?
Go up. Yeah, there he is.
I see.
Brown little face.
Yeah. Okay,
So
so I
for me,
did see
I would
one
have
of
to
the
look
ones
it
that
up.
was way fainter. You can tell it looks like a mouse there now.
Mm-hmm. And you
That's
can
so cool.
see, yeah, it's some interesting stuff.
Now this here, wow. Outstretched arms, some kind of figure here.
Tick tock. He's got the clock. What is that? Okay, all right. What, isn't there a nursery rhyme about a mouse and a clock?
Oh, probably. We need somebody in the chat to help us out with that one. This is amazing because this keeps morphing into other things. It's hard to even. You know what I mean? Once you start getting it, it's like then it like.
Oh
kinda,
yeah, you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you're in, you're in. Once you're in, you're always in.
And it keeps drawing you in. So I definitely recommend, you know, people
Yeah,
take a little more time.
and everything up there, you know, people have been like, "Oh, geez, today, don't you want to watermark these? Don't you want to do all this? Don't you?" And I'm like, you know, there's no way, number one, that I can with everything as rapidly as I get it.
I
And
see
if
this edge
people,
stuff here. Looks
Yeah, and if people want to take it and look at it and screenshot it and do those different things for themselves, by all means, just go ahead and do it. This is guided by angels. If you were meant to have it, then you were meant to have it.
And how can you possibly keep up? What are you? You're over 100,000 images and growing now.
Oh, we passed 100,000 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've lost count. I've lost count. And like I say, if it's gonna help people to unlock themselves and who what they're doing on this plane, that's really what it's meant to do. That's
Look how
that's
this changes by flipping it upside down quite a bit.
no, now we got the Cowboys coming in.
Yeah.
Who?
That is really cool. So yeah, that's an important point though. You know, grab them, flip them around, look at them different ways, sideways, upside down.
Absolutely. And you'll be guided.
Right.
I think every bit as much as I've been guided to be able to even bring them forward.
Well, look, we found the Cowboys and they popped up on this one now. Just
Bada bing.
there it is.
Yeah, to the rescue. You know, we've got, I think we have a silent war going on underneath our feet.
That's interesting how little details get added, like these little points and stuff. And now we're back to the horse. He's peeking out over there a little bit.
Yep.
So things begin to look familiar to you. Oh, actually, let's see that little figure in there. See, if you get in there really close, look at this.
Uh-huh. Little angel work going on.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Okay, I better keep it rolling here. I can get stuck in there. I love these swirls coming in on the side. That's just
Right. Okay. So this, I'm like, okay, did I ever see this one in like Monsters Inc? For whatever reason, I'm looking at that face and I was like, huh, this is an interesting little ride. Okay, whatever you are, we're going to take you along. And then that's when I was in this meditation and I was getting overlap, go back, overlap. And I could not figure out what it was until I had me go back and get this bunch of art that I hadn't finished days prior. And that's the overlap that you see right there.
oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's like a new template made from a few of the other pieces.
Yes.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. And it was the Tin Man's heart that made all of those that you just looked at. Now we're into right over the top of the JFK Jr. pick or the George Magazine one.
Oh, okay, right. I can see it overlaying here.
There you go. And I didn't know why that was until later on and the following day that I was like, what? I saw something and that plays into it too. So,
And that's going to be the video we saw, right? Or that we're going to show.
well, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
This is so interesting. Reminds me of a stage,
Right?
but
So,
also like an accordion or something. You know?
right, an accordion and a radiator.
Mm-hmm.
So you would take those two words. So your word, if you were looking at it in a sentence and somebody said, well, that accordion to that,
Right.
right, it would be according to that.
Right.
Right. Or it's radiating.
Right. Some
It
kind of
also
weird
looks like
robot
piano
radiator.
keys.
Yeah.
So I know that those different things are all part of the charades. There's not a wrong answer, so just look into them and you'll catch the hits that you're supposed to get.
It's really cool. This over
Yeah.
here reminds me of the doodle I'm actually working on right now. That's cool. I'm noticing a lot of arrows too.
Right. Right. They're pointing at an incredible amount of water, feathers, tracks. Kind of looks like railroad tracks right there, my friend.
Yeah. And it keeps growing. Let me check this out down here because I'm seeing these little green faces.
Right, and like I said, all of the colors end up meaning something, an incredible amount.
Hmm.
And if they're talking and we're pointing towards the wreck in Ohio, well, now the water makes sense too.
Right.
Right, and the arrows of where it's going to go
Right.
make sense.
Yeah. And this almost looks at the bottom like water with some kind of pollutant in it.
Yeah.
Brown, like you were saying earlier. It's almost hard to tell it changed. Let's see what we got here.
Yep. All that water's going all down there. Now all the
Right.
black's at the bottom.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm getting the story. I just don't know I'm getting the story at the time I'm getting the story.
Right. It's almost like Nostradamus prophecies are like that. It's like, oh, this finally makes sense now, you know?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
I love that.
We'll just call it Nostradamus.
Right.
Hey, Nay, what'd you get today? I don't know.
Okay, up here. Wow, look at these little alien fellas up in the
Yeah.
sky. That's interesting because that ties into some of the other news we've got. You know what I mean?
Right. All at the same time.
These could be aliens. These could be little craft up here. You know what I mean?
Right.
Totally looks like it.
Absolutely.
All right, let's see where this is going. Interesting.
Yeah, didn't do real well.
So we got fire and flames.
And pretty dark.
Yeah, it is pretty dark. But it's allowing the colors and the light to shine brighter. So.
Right. We're doing it.
Some other little figures down here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Very cool. Now this looks like lasers or something up here.
Yeah, and they also look like bathroom plungers to me.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. We got some plumbing to clear out, don't we?
We need something to clean up the mess.
Oh, look at these green hearts in here.
Yeah.
Getting to them.
They're glowing. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's good.
Well, I'm seeing these little arrow heads in here too.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm loving this. Let's see where we're going here. Uh-oh. All right. So now
There we
we're kind of
go.
spiraling and portaling into something else.
There you go. Now, yeah, and so what? It went everywhere.
Let me zoom in a little bit because there's a lot of detail in here. That's amazing.
Went everywhere.
And got the water surrounding it. Let's see where that goes.
Well, we're gonna have to clean the water, obviously.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, hold on, let me zoom in on that little part. That's very
Gina.
cool. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you see how when you get it at when you get it at different angles, little things up here too, or different zoom levels.
Sure glad this isn't coded, Shane.
Now, isn't this interesting? It's almost like a cell dividing or something there.
Mm-hmm.
You
Going
see this?
everywhere.
Yeah,
Splitting up.
very cool. And I love this. Almost gives me sort of a government pillars sort of feeling here,
Yep.
like looking down on some sort of.
Well, you and I didn't do it.
Right.
Okay, and now look, we've got a Kachina that's doing the overlap to the meditation over the top of all of this.
That is awesome. And then we still got Quetzalcoatl over here.
Right? That's just it. He's like, you liking your story, Nine?
So as we do this, now you've come up. Is this going to be another template now? Is
No, that's the original template over the top. of
I see.
that is 2 templates.
Oh, it's like combining the templates. I see.
It's the one picture, and then I got to the one picture and I got the stop, and then I got the overlap, and then I go back in, I take a look of which one wants to be overlapped, it shines off, and I grab that one, throw it on there. This is what you got.
It's very cool. Now, when I take each of the eyes of the side profile and imagine them here in the middle, now you almost have, I don't know, this little surprised mouse face. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like with the eye and a mouth. It's very cool. Now we got this other face popping in down here.
I wonder what blew up. Do you see the cheeks? The
Like right here?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Knock, knock. Got a door knocker. Hello. Something's going to blow up. Knock, knock, knock. Hello. And you can see that it's all coming in, and it's part of the open book story.
Look at how this is starting to like almost develop wings on this figure.
That's what I mean. That's it coming in. The arms coming out, Shane, and doing an open book story.
Yeah, I see the book too now.
Right. And it's going, it blew up.
Right. The story blew up.
Right. And you can see the white. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to zip over.
No, that's fine. That white right in the middle, like coming out of the story, going down,
yeah,
is in that right there. That's in the shape of whale's tail.
It sure is, yeah.
So we're telling the tale.
Right.
Right.
And we're going deep.
We're going deep, and we're telling the tale. Knock, knock. Guess
Look, it even
there.
looks like water there, that right around the spot it's going into.
Right.
I love this.
I'm glad. Thank you.
Okay, so this brought other things into clarity here now.
Right. So now I'm like, okay, me out of it, not meditating. What's coming back there in the back? Looks like somebody's going to be coming through there.
Right here, this light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right in there. So, yeah, look at the guy, and somebody is not happy about it. I mean, the little green.
Up here?
Oscar guy, yeah. Ooh, you see his nose. He's like, oh, I don't like. Oh, not good.
But you know what? I can also see another figure here, like almost like a little cartoony squirrel, or
yeah,
know, with little hair and the face and eyes and kind of twisting around.
Right. So, you know, I wouldn't want to be the guy that didn't do that train right.
Right. That's probably this green guy over here.
Right. Don't know.
Oh, look at the waves and the
yeah, and look at the screaming face off the bottom of the wave. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Because you can still see in the red the chairs from the actual original picture.
Right. Yep. You sure can. Right in here.
And the curtain.
And the heads.
Right. And so that would be gone if it wasn't there, meant to be there. So you're still seeing the movie.
Right.
Who is coming onto the movie?
Right. Coming into the dark doorway.
Right.
And
somebody's back there.
Very cool looking stuff at the doorway here. You know.
Something's gonna blow up.
Right here?
He's gonna blow up. That's the one that.
All right, let's see here.
Oh yeah, see, told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's gonna be big.
Transition one more time here. Now the doorway's kind of looking different up here too.
The doorway's looking different, but you got more of a guy coming through now, and now that person's going to start telling the story. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Day of the Dead up at the top.
Let's see, where am I looking at? Up here?
That black?
Right.
See the two eyes? The Day of the Dead?
Yeah.
Right there. Right. And that's what everybody's afraid of right now. And you got Papa Bear in the middle. Got all the white. You're okay. Everything's going to be okay. But by golly, it is going to rock this plane.
But it is already. We can already see it happening beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
And I
these
love
are
how
a
this
lot
thing
of fun in hindsight.
Right, and it's like some of the artwork I create, if I can stay in the right brain more, I can go back and find things, and I'm like, isn't that interesting? It looks like I almost knew something I didn't know.
Yeah. I hate to see how many clues we've been given that we miss.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
I can only imagine how my guides are like, oh man.
Now this is changing up again. It's like a new scene here, huh?
Here we go. Okay, so you remember the silhouette that was coming in through the middle up there.
Right.
It's still carried over.
Okay.
Okay, carried over. And we've got these faces that are like these
Is it
green.
right here?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't really know what the face is. Is it a cow? Is it what? I don't know. They kind of look like goats too.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but we'll find out eventually. But looks like the angels are coming in, and it really looks. You can see that in the green and those little like
right here.
periwinkle hearts above.
Up here, yeah.
Yep. So look at those like angelics coming in, and they're bypassing all of this middle stuff. They're going straight down that chute.
Wow.
So they land down where it starts to turn that purple and blue and out. Yep. Keep going down.
Oh, wow.
And they're right on the in-between. So they're infusing on the in-between that direction.
I see. And I love these winged, colorful things right here. It's cool.
So I don't really know what it is that we're getting there, but somebody might.
That's just so wild. Look at that.
Yeah.
And then we got these up here. It's really cool.
Yeah. Boom coming in.
And coming down into here.
So, they're moving fast through these dimensions, and we just don't see them. The epiphany that I hit many moons ago was that our eyes are the eyes that are veiled,
Right.
not God's.
I love this heart with the. It's almost like a heart-shaped Nibiru coming in with the two cells coming out of it or something.
Drops of it.
Right.
Like bloop,
Right.
bloop, bloop.
This is amazing. Oh, I think that's a little bit of the theater chairs still coming through, huh?
Yeah. Are you enjoying the show?
Yeah, absolutely. We need some popcorn.
Okay, so the
here.
faces come in full force at you.
Right, and are they changing now? They're starting to
Yeah. Now they're like something got our goat, and I think it's just the train wreck.
Interesting.
Because the angels are working on in between that. So you got forces that are working together to combat. And you've got the fourth chakra, you've got the fifth chakra, you've got the third chakra, but you mainly have that fourth and that fifth. So because of the colors that you're seeing there, that green and that blue and stuff. So when you look at that, man, that's like full armor.
Yeah, but we've also got this in between them. What is this? It's
right,
like
right. So Papa Bear's saying, hey, check it out on the in-between.
Now look at the downward view of these. It looks like heads, like the third eye gem on the forehead, and the eye and the nose, and they're facing each other with arms.
Right,
out.
and it looks like they're flying in like this, and they're dark and gray.
That's interesting.
Right. So we got this incredible battle that is waging, and all of these characters,
All doing their
from
part.
totems to kachinas to angels to jinn to mythology to Mayan to politics,
Yeah, everything, huh?
everything.
All right. I'm just, sorry. I'm getting captivated.
It's okay.
I can
This
go
is
on
just
forever.
showing that they definitely came in. It's another.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then, but we do have these sort of looking different too in here, you know. And a
Yep.
lot more of these
Oh yeah,
things.
they're all coming in.
Yeah.
I call those the flying monkeys.
Oh, okay.
We're in the Wizard of
The
Oz, so
Wizard of
those have
Oz,
got
yeah.
to be the flying monkeys.
The fly my pretties fly, right?
Yes, yes.
Actually, there's a Mandela effect. She doesn't say that anymore, supposedly. So.
Oh,
Oh, wow, look at this.
all right. You know when they talk about the four corners of the earth and it all coming in?
Yeah,
There you go.
it's very beautiful. I love how 3D it is, too. We have those, yeah, in the heart of the
Yep.
earth.
Yep.
What do we got here at the heart? Look at this.
Quagmire.
Hold on, let's rotate it and take another look. Look at that.
Quagmire. Same
Yeah.
one. Same one. But they're smiling. Hey, look up in the little rainbow blue one. You got little smiley faces where the angels came in.
Oh, yeah.
Look
Oh,
at,
yeah.
they're just like,
Even they're happy they showed up, huh?
they're like, oh god, this is so fun.
Yeah, coming in like that, I see. Yeah. That's very cool. Very cool. Okay. All right, and so this is that center section,
Right. So
and
we're
the
vortexing
monkeys.
again. Here we go. Everybody down this one.
Hold on, now this is a trip because look at this monkey face. How it's looking like it's looking more up now than it was. It was like looking like straight ahead, but now it's like what the heck? What looking up. Do you see that? That's
Oh
wild.
yeah. And
Oh my gosh.
hashtag you should be me for a day. Yeah.
Very cool.
How was your day, honey? Oh, flying monkeys, you know.
But it's almost like they're presenting something, like
Right.
their own portal. But now I'm seeing some sort of entity in the portal, almost.
Right. It's very angry bear. My dad is not happy about this.
And we zoom in more and we see these little characters off on the side. That's amazing. Or you can see it as a face.
Yeah.
Now this is still from that, huh? Wow,
Yeah.
it's changing so much. A lot of blue, like you were
Right.
saying, communicating.
A lot
Throat
more
chakra.
communicating. A lot of it looks like the net, so we know that we're going to be seeing a lot more on the net than the news.
Mm-hmm. And that's these sort of eyes in the net here.
The way that it all comes together there.
It's very cool. Oh, look at this little face. Wow, that just popped out at me. It even has a little mustache and stuff. That's cool. The eyes.
I'll
That's
send you one over that I did a few years ago, and it's angels versus aliens.
Oh, okay.
And you will see it all in one picture.
Oh, that's so cool. It reminds me of that artist MC Escher that would do stuff like that. Look at this. Hearts.
Right. And there we've got the angelics coming in, so we know that we're all right.
Right.
This is okay. We're looking at a situation that isn't that great, but yet at the same time, just because of the different arguing or warring that's going on between the entities that are in the veil, we get this, and that is always a hopeful sign for me.
Right.
It's like, I got you. I see this. It's all good.
Oh, let me go back here. Al was saying, let's see. She was saying white corn rolls. Like, keep looking up. Okay, the white row on the middle looks like a row of fish.
Yes.
I'm wondering if I went too far. I have seen a lot of fish references in here too.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know, angels fish. Just
Yeah.
saying. They got a net, got some hooks.
Yeah, and Jesus was a fisherman, so that's all good.
Right.
A fisher of men.
Yeah. They haven't stopped.
So are these gems now, or what are these?
Sure.
It's really cool to see how it's just expanding into this other
Yeah.
hooks
Almost
up
looks
here.
like scales on your fish.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and it's still we still got our blue there too.
Right. So that tells you that this is about ready to overlap into all of this mess.
Mm-hmm. So it is starting to apply. Okay, so we got Quetzalcoatl over on that side still here.
Yep.
So is this three overlaps in the one we were just looking at, or is it?
No, that'll be two.
Oh, okay, two. So we had the one with him. Okay.
Yep.
Keep pushing up here.
Radiate,
Ah,
radiate that love.
right.
Just keep radiating love.
Absolutely.
And, that's just a good picture to have in there.
Absolutely.
Because that radiation of love is what's allowing this to come into this plane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very cool. And we still got a little bit of the theater over there.
Yeah, we do.
And that's kind of like, the point of it, like it is getting intense, but at the end of the day, it's a big cosmic movie or play, right?
Right. That's that we're in. We're interacting in. And you've got all of this that has been taken over. The heart is winning. I mean, look at all of the winners.
Mm-hmm. Almost like butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
And look how this interaction is happening
Yep.
here. It's interesting. All right.
It's all seen.
Look at this. It's all what?
Yep. And it's all seen.
Wow, look at this one down here hitting. I nose and mouth.
Yep. That's me bringing in the holy cow.
Look at this one. Wow. I hope I'm remembering to move my mouse out of the way for anybody screenshotting this. Like, why is
Oh,
that
it's
that
looking
mouse?
good.
Look at this one in here. Interesting. And these two objects are interesting. The eyes when you look at them up close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did I go to the next one?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
And I didn't know why that one wanted to come back in and do all that, but it made sense once I saw the other video.
Right, which we're gonna see, but this is
Yeah.
really cool. How this is overlapping in the book and all that is there too. I keep seeing a face here until I look at it. I love those. Like a face
Yeah.
peeking through.
Absolutely.
Now this is really cool. It's like, oh wow, look at this one.
The Clash.
Yeah. But if you see the one here with, if this is an eye and this is an eye and this is sort of like a goatee. You know,
Yep.
I don't know if you.
So I saw a rabbit in that. If you zoom into that and you look at just the white and the red. Okay, so whoa, stop,
Okay.
stop, back up, back up,
Oh, like out.
back. There you go. There you
Okay.
go. Look in the very center, like the where you saw the goatee,
Mm-hmm.
like red eyes right above it. Okay, in the red,
Right.
and all the white that's up above the top were like rabbit ears. Those
Oh,
other
okay.
parts.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. So
Yeah.
I got to look up a rabbit.
And there's a
You know.
lot going on here in the blue back here.
Well,
You know.
it was a train wreck.
Right. That's interesting. And a lot of people don't even know about that. It's been like a huge media blackout on the
No.
whole situation.
Now this was very interesting because that one that I told you about the four corners. What I did is I took it and I put it into a negative. So it's just your negative reverse, and you see this little girl up at the top.
Yeah, let's see, right up here.
And
The
yeah,
eye in the mouth.
yeah, very sad little girl, but you
Mm-hmm.
see this little girl up at the top.
Yeah.
And then you see Buddha like right in her mouth. Zoom
Right.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like knock knock. What's going on? I don't understand.
That's really cool, though.
Yeah, so that's what's interesting about them too is you can do so many different things with just one picture. That's why I gave you this one, that you can actually go, oh, I see more here, and I see more here, and I see more here, and it might be things that are I'm constantly adding to what it is that we're learning through this process.
Absolutely. This is interesting when you flip it like that. Invert that.
Yeah, this was another one, didn't make it into the actual video, but I thought that that face by the hearts down at the bottom was interesting. It almost looks like the clowns.
Yeah.
And if you go up from there, it looks like a little microphone up from above the clowns.
Oh, this here?
Yeah,
Right. And even this looks like a lotus rainbow, sort of.
right? And it looks like it's on target.
Right. This even has that chrome look about it, like it's.
Yeah. So very interesting, weird, strange. I didn't quite know what that picture was telling me, but I thought you should at least see that something about clowns is behind this, or in on it, or knows about it, or something.
Clowns around the world or in America?
Yeah, well, aren't they the same?
Okay. Wow, this guy don't look too happy here.
Right? It looks more like the wizard.
Yeah.
And when you back it all the way up, once at the top, you have the holy cow. Or it's a ram or something.
Trying to get it up there where people can see it. Right. It almost looks like a sheep here.
You're
Very
right.
interesting.
Well,
I'm starting to
there you
see
go.
like these seats. It's almost like the
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, in the mouth and everything. At least
I
the
was
nose
looking
is heart
above
shaped.
that at the ram. So it's just amazing what everybody gets to see.
Right.
So ram and a lamb and a wizard. A ram, a lamb, and a wizard walk into a bar.
Now look at these like two like kind of horse figures on the side,
Yeah,
kind of off, looking out.
like yeah,
But I'm definitely seeing some sort of unhappy, dark face right here.
right. In the black and the white, and usually black and white to me goes along with those black and white checkered floors.
Mm-hmm.
So in the conspiracy world, that would be Illuminati.
Right. Interesting. Okay, let's go next. Okay, so this is the one we were going to point out that this was used as a template on one of the overlays.
This was the original This was the original picture from the days prior when I got the go back when I was in the middle of it.
Which this is from, right?
Which that is from.
And we saw this a little bit earlier, so. Now look at this, though. This is pretty
Now, the guy at the top, now I want you to remember what I told you Brown was.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. He looks a little alarmed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
These guys don't, though.
Nope. They got it all, watching it all.
And once again, we have blues, so they're happy information's getting out, maybe, or something.
Right. Right, so something is coming into the links, and you can see the little hooks there, right where your cursor was at.
Right.
Right.
Are you talking about here
you
and
know
here?
that they're going fishing.
Oh, right. We got some sort of female figures here facing each other.
Mm-hmm.
With the heart and the hair flowing back.
Yep.
I really love the colors in this one. So this one came from, yep, some of the colors in there. This worked well, wow. Do you ever come across pictures that just don't work?
No.
It's because you feel guided to do pictures whenever you do them, right?
Yeah, and are you going to play the one picture from, before you get into this?
Let's see.
Stop this. Whoa.
Well,
are you going to play the Eden's Links video?
Is that this one? Let's see,
No, it would be the one directly
one, right?
off of Eden's. No, not that one yet. The one off of Eden's Links.
I just had those two. Was there a link, like a website I was supposed to, or on your page?
Eden's Links. Here, let me find it.
Okay. Yeah, you can text it to me.
All right. Text?
Yeah, either, whatever. It'll come through. So.
Whatever. Okay, we're going to try.
Oh, wait. No, that's... I thought you sent it to me already, but that's me sending you the YouTube link.
Okay, so I sent you a YouTube link.
Okay.
If you need me to send you the other video, I can most certainly do that.
No,
well, I say that I can.
I just haven't gotten anything yet. Did you send it to text here?
Let
me check email again. It hasn't come in either. Oh, here it goes. It just came through. I got it.
Okay.
All right, so let me get this up on the screen. Does that show for you? That might not show for you.
I don't see it there.
Okay, let me...
I still see the Tin Man heart.
Okay, right on. Okay, so let me present something different. The Piper.
I tell you what, I can...
There we go. This, right? You can see it now?
Right.
Okay.
I journey through the darkness, through the deepest and the hardest. I wear the scars like tattoos, every single break and bruise, so I know what the cost is. I'll go through anything to get where I wanna be. Nothing you throw at me gonna knock me off of my feet. It might take everything, so if you want it, you gotta be ready to bleed. 'Cause I'll go through anything, and you're gonna have to go through me. You're walking it like you Goliath, but do you really wanna try it? They tell me that you're 10 feet tall, they tell me you can never fall, but I don't really buy it. I'll go through anything to get where I wanna be. Nothing everything. So if you want it, you gotta be ready to play, 'cause I'll go through anything. And you're gonna have to go through me.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay, so now does it make a little bit more sense that we talked about it?
Yep, absolutely. Let me see if I'm
Okay.
getting on the right thing here. I need to get back to our picture. Oh, here we go. Show this one. Okay, there we are. Can you see it again?
So I made the video and got it posted and thought I was done. And no, once again, I was not done. I ended up seeing, going through, and I'm just doing my random thing, and this one video comes up, and it's of the DIA airport.
Okay.
Her little TikTok video of her DIA airport, all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, I think I got those pictures. And so that's the next one. You can go ahead and look at it. Go ahead and play that.
Okay, let's play this and then we'll...
And you can see too.
Okay.
I'm at the Denver airport with a new art installation in the center of
Oh, you gotta turn the
the
sound
airport.
on, friend.
We start off here with
Oh, you can't
the
hear
world.
it?
I can't.
Did you hear the last one?
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, for some reason it's... I don't know. We can hear it.
Oh, okay.
So as long as they can hear it. I don't know why it's not playing for you this time, though.
I'm at the Denver airport with a new art installation in the center of the airport. We start off here with the world. At the South Pole there is a gate, and then around the world is sand. At the North Pole there's this pole that leads up to this arrow. The arrow points down to what it looks like perhaps a firmament, to a train station. I should also mention the world is depicted as flat over there. From the train station, from the arrow, we come down here. Perhaps a way to get in and out of the world as we know it. Again, surrounded by rocks and sand. Maybe this is where the lizard people live. It's weird.
That is wild.
I couldn't hear a word she was saying, but I know what she was saying,
The
so I hope
Denver
everybody
airport
else
with
can
the
hear it
new-
too.
Yeah, definitely. I made sure the sound was going out to everyone else. So yeah, she's in. She's
Did you
at the,
check your chat?
Yeah, I can see
Okay,
it sending
alright.
the sound out from the video, but I don't
Okay.
know why. So this is a new art installation at the Denver airport?
No. Now this is where it gets trippy.
Okay.
What she says is a new art installation, and so I'm like, okay, all right. I'm from Denver. That's my hometown. I've been to DIA, and I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, I gotta go and look this up. No, no. This is where it got really mind blowing. This is the original art installation from 30 years ago.
What?
Okay, there's a new, they just got $8 million to redo 4 terminals there at DIA. 2 million will go and redo this. So she gets off the plane. She's like, oh, this is the new art installation? No, this is the original one. The new one is going to be wavy rainbows of steel.
That is so amazing.
Right? But here's crazy. Think mirror. DIA was 30 years ago that this came in. Think mirror, double that into 60. Now we have 60 years in the making. Enjoy the show.
Right. Well, when did they remove this or replace it? Do you know what
They're
year it was?
replacing it now.
Oh, wow. So this video is current. The lady just.
Yes, she mistakenly, she had to have. This is a current video.
Oh, gotcha.
And she's like, this is the new art installation. It isn't. This is the original one. The new one, this one is being demolished probably as we speak.
Have you ever seen this one in person?
Yes, but I didn't recognize all of that.
Right, of course.
I was a little person on the floor. I recognized the messed up floor.
Right.
And our pictures are in reverse. If you look at what she's saying, she's showing you the red entrance to the train station is over on the other side.
Right.
We got those here.
Flipped. Right.
Flipped. So we know that it's a reverse. Something's being reversed.
That's interesting. That's a huge art exhibit. Huge.
Oh, it's titanium.
That's wow.
It was never meant to move. And they're redoing it. Let's back up
And
to
it's
the
got the
original
arrow,
picture.
and it's got the I'm looking at the similarities in the train track.
Right. And so now we go back to the original picture of the silhouette presidents,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
other than JFK Jr.
Let me
And
see.
it was JFK Jr.'s magazine.
Right.
Right. Enjoy the show. Something's going to reverse.
Oh, I guess I closed that window out.
That's okay.
Did we have any more? Was the video I just showed the one that was?
Yeah, that was the one that was the mind blower for me.
Yeah, the one we just saw, the TikTok one, is crazy just to see like all of it kind of coming together right there. But I had another video that you'd taken the sound out. Is it the one we just played?
Yeah, we already played that. That was
The
the
Piper. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was a difference in the two of them. Okay.
Yeah. So that's my story. I don't know if anybody else knows what JFK Jr.'s playing in a theater with the silhouette of presidents except for one. From George Magazine, pages 4 and 5. Trump was the 45th president. I don't know if that's a clue. But these guys are up to something.
And it's like we were saying about Nostradamus, though. You know, it's almost like a lot of it we won't even realize till it unfolds, but we can see something's happening. You know,
Right.
and it's like that with a lot of things, little winks from the universe, and you know, and some of the connections. You said there was actually a connection with something Sherry was saying, right? With the
it was your show that you had with Sherry or Bella, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here a couple of weeks ago when she was doing the
With
reverse
Janie Lane,
from
the guy? Yeah.
And his name was John Kennedy
Oswald. Isn't that weird?
Right. Okay. And she was talking about stuff about the scarecrow.
Right.
So
you can go.
Yeah.
You can. It's all connected in such strange ways that the more you pay attention to, it's like the more that you can't deny it. You know what I mean? You'd be more crazy to deny it.
Right. So then other people are going to see what they saw, and that's my hope, is that all of a sudden we start being able to put this together a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more to find not only our own inner guidance, but to be guided rather than be told by those that are being paid to say it.
And getting paid to say it.
Right. Right.
I mean, a lot of money is exchanged hands from people that had our best interest at heart, right?
Right.
Had nothing to do with the money.
No, nothing. All of our best interests.
And I'm so thankful for people like Russell Brand to continue to get information out. There are people out there that's, you know,
that are
got
doing
a big
it.
crowd, and they're getting the information out, and It's assuring, it's encouraging, and we're actually working on each individual person connecting in deeper and really discovering what it is universe is telling you, you know.
Right. You know, and this can happen with your iPad.
And our
You
loved
can't.
ones that they're no longer in this plane, but they're still very much helping us.
Oh, our ancestors. I swear, every time I act like my grandma, she calls me. She just knows it. It just rings her on my DNA.
Well, exciting times. I'm so glad you got to come on. I can't believe it's an hour and a half already almost. It went by really fast. I guess I was
It did.
captivated by the images. I hope I didn't linger too long on them.
No, that's fine. I appreciate it.
Awesome. So you guys check out Dene's links below. Check out her channel, and she's got lots of videos you can go back and watch. I noticed I missed quite a few of them, but I've watched quite a few of them as well, and you can
Right.
just
And
enjoy
if
it.
you have any questions about the story, just hit me up in the comments, and I'll give you the answer that I know if I know it. If I
Right?
don't know, I don't know.
Yeah, it was so funny. I got the notification. I heard about the turkey thing, and then I got your video about the turkey thing, and I was like, you know, there it was.
Right. Right.
And that was before this all came through. So a lot comes
I-
through, you know.
Oh, it's almost daily for me. Daily, I'm getting a new story, or a story to another story, and you know, Shane, I took you down through several of them together that just span timelines.
Right. And connects with other people's stories that they're getting too. So
Absolutely.
I do notice there seems to be like trends going through the spiritual, you know, consciousness, if you will, the higher consciousness that people pick up on, and that's where it comes through with this type of art and what we think of as random things, you know, or random inspiration. Like this drawing behind me, you know, I had so many things after I drew it. It was like I didn't know that ahead of time, you know, and it just
Right.
came through. So it's the same thing, but it's like a mistake creating your art, right? Quote unquote, a mistake.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
malfunction, or whatever the left brain wants to call it, you know?
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, because humiliation sucks.
Right.
It just is not a good feeling in the vessel at all. And
Right.
and so, you know, from the time that we were little, that little trigger is just kind of constantly being twinged on.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's like the programming that's the most hard, that's like the hardest to move beyond, isn't it? You know?
It is. It really, really is. But, you know, usually when, you know, one monkey jumps in the pool, they all jump in the pool. So I'm in.
Right. And I've been constantly encouraged over the years as I presented things that I thought was way out there that's like, oh, I'm late to the party. So a lot of people, I know people will get it because I'm always surprised at how much people get that I thought it would be too weird. So I appreciate you being brave and coming on and sharing your stuff and really encouraging other people to be weird if they want to be weird, because it's the left brain that
Absolutely.
thinks you're weird. The right brain is the one that's connecting to these deeper things that the left brain just can't understand. So it's going to think it's weird or stupid or out there, right? It just
Right.
can't grasp it because it's the higher mind. You know?
Right. Exactly. Well, Shane, thank you so much for taking a look at all of this with me today and getting it out there. I really appreciate you.
No problem. And thanks for sharing it with the community. Lots of love and light, you guys. We'll see you in the
All
next
right.
one. Peace.